And back in we dive at the Rapid City Stock Show. My name is Glenn Woods, and the guy sitting next to me, state your name and occupation.
Ron Fredrick, Executive Director of the South Dakota Beef Council.
I know that because he gave me his card right here, so I know exactly what to do. What are you guys doing here at the Stock Show? What's your beef at the Stock Show?
Well,
Was that good? Okay, we'll go with that one.
We're actually promoting beef. The South Dakota Beef Industry Council is part of the Beef Checkoff, which was passed in 1985 or 86, part of the 1985 Farm Bill, where $1 a head is collected and cattle marketed.
Okay.
And so we use that money for promotion, research, consumer education, producer information, quality assurance system.
Okay. So when they come down here, first of all, where are they finding your booth?
Well, we're in the southeast corner of the concourse over there, so we're right next to the entry into the ice arena and Rushmore Hall.
Okay. Any particular topic that you're covering this year, or are you just promoting the council?
Well, we're promoting the beef and some of the things we're doing here at the stock show. Of course, Black Hill Stocks is one of the events that we attend, and because it's such a premier show. Right. And we're kind of partnering with Sam's Club this year. They're doing an open house for South Dakota beef producers in Rapid City here on Sunday. And so if you just basically show your little card that you can get off our website or stop by our booth and pick it up, and you get to shop at Sam's free. And if you decide to get a membership or renew your membership, you'll get a $10 or a $25 gift.
Okay. Now, I was asking the last guy that was sitting here, who you seem to know, how is it? This has been a big topic for me for a while on my radio show, that we are sending beef overseas to get processed and bringing it back. Why are we doing it?
Well, I guess I'm not that familiar with beef being processed overseas and brought back here. Yeah. I know we export a lot of beef. We export a lot of beef.
Well, do we import beef?
Oh yeah. Mostly from the reason most of what we import is grinders or ground beef. You know, leaner cattle we don't produce here. We don't produce enough of. Right. And but yes, we're actually just through November we've exported $5.6 billion worth. It's basically what's driving the demand domestically, because it's kind of tapered off a little bit here in the U.S., but we're opening up markets in Asia and Japan.
Okay, now that's what I want to hear. That's good news. Now, the next question I get a lot is, and I don't know, so you're going to have to educate me, why or should we get more processing here in the Dakotas, in Wyoming? They would like to see some beef processing in the state of Wyoming for sale in Wyoming. Do we have enough regional processing here, or are we shipping it to other states?
No, we need processing in our states. I mean, that's true of all of our products. We're shipping corn out, we're shipping wheat out. Take like North Dakota, for example. They grow durum wheat up there, but they have pasta plants. You know, and so, you know, it makes sense that we have ethanol plants here, but we don't have food processing. We don't have much for food processing. A few cheese plants are starting to come on I-29 corridor where the dairies are. But yeah, we need a beef processing plant in the state, and we've got the cattle that would supply that plant.
All right. Now, the next thing I want to find out, because people keep telling me this, is what's the process for bringing those in? And I don't know myself, but I would like to see more of that processing going on. We're over from Gillette, and that's where our studios are.
Sure.
And we've talked about getting that in that area as well, but we just don't know how to bring it in.
Well, you obviously have to have good transportation in and out of those, so they can get the cattle in and process it and get it back out.
We got all those trains going in and out.
Markets. Yep. And then you also have to have access to cattle coming into the yard and everything. So I think that's very important to be in those areas. So you take like the northern beef packing plant in Aberdeen, a lot of feed yards around there. They were close to that access to that market.
Okay. How large of an area does your organization currently cover? I mean, we go to your booth at Rapid City. So that the organization that's covering that booth covers how many states or how much of a region?
Just South Dakota.
Just South Dakota? You're not, South Dakota. Are you affiliated with any outside?
Well, there's the National Beef Checkoff program. So 50 cents of every dollar we collect here in South Dakota goes to the national program.
Right. Okay. Now, the big one I've been talking to everybody about, because this is the one that's important to me, is Rangers Relief Funds going on here, and I'm going to be beating on that for the whole, program that I'm on the air today. Are you guys involved with Rangers Relief?
We are. We can't use checkoff monies per se, but we help with coordinating the events, getting information out there when there's benefits and whatnot for them, and supporting that in terms of, getting the information out.
Okay, now that hit south up here in the mountains pretty hard.
Yeah.
But a lot of news didn't get out about that to the rest of the nation, or even to us over in Wyoming. We heard about it kind of late too, and that's right in our own backyard. We didn't hear about it until several days after, until word started getting out. Did it also affect east of the Black Hills as well? I mean, did they have as much of a problem as the Black Hills?
Well, I ranch over by Mission, and we were right on the edge of that. And I was lucky not to lose any cattle, but there was some that lost,
right.
5% of their herds. Right. So, and they kind of scattered over. But we were on the edge of it. So as you get closer west, to interior Kadoka and then Rapid City area, it was kind of Union Center and that area up in there was kind of the epicenter.
Right. And one of the big concerns that I've heard from people is that there's been a great response in helping the ranchers relief fund. But what happens in the next couple of months? Can we keep that level up?
Well, I think it's important to realize, Glenn, that the money the ranchers relief is raising is not going to bring the cattle back.
Right.
It's going to help those immediate needs. And
there you go. Yeah.
Now that we got a farm bill passed, and if the Senate votes on that and gets that going, they're going to get redemption at 75% of the value of that animal. I think they're going to cap it up to 125. For some of these guys, their losses was well beyond 125,000. I think it's 250 for a couple of them.
Right.
That's where it's going to be capped. So they're still going to need a lot of help. There's still going to be things that you just don't replace that cow.
Right. Well, and I think that's an important point. I got to remember to bring that up. It's not just about the cow.
Yeah.
No. All right. Hey, thank you for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Okay.